It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well-timed, excellent interception. Mbappe! Mbappe! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Bale. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Goes down, but nothing given. And no, that was never going to make it. Bale, and he was quick to react. Vinicius Junior. Well read, nice interception. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
That is ended up in no man's land. Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Zakaria. And he's intervened well there. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Mbappe is onto this. Lampard. Bellingham.
England really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Now it's Mbappe. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's lost. It's Bale! Just a fraction high.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Defending was strong and firm. Mbappe.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that interception. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
England come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And we are already promptly back underway.
England going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Oh, good read. And that's gone loose.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Bale. Oh, that's delightful. Beckham. And he's there to retrieve
The
it.
attendance for this match was 70,987.
Pedri. Looking for options for movement. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Griezmann. Out towards the flank. Pedri. David Villa. Terrific header!
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach. Beckham is the guilty party there.
Substitution in progress.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it.
Hits one! They've scored! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say!
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
The goal scorer for England after 75 minutes is number 22, Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard. Substitutions
Couple
taking
of changes then in quick succession.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Gets a good foot in there. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
England couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Bellingham. Knocks it out wide.
2 added minutes has been
Nice
indicated.
interception. His positioning was spot on. Beckham. Ah, it's a sweet ball, that. And here's Beckham. Julio Cesar deals with it effortlessly. And that's that. England can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
England have some very strong runners from midfield, and it's not often you'll see a team be so